Hi Capricorn, welcome to your general check-in messages. My name is Whitney and this is with the messenger. So Caps, I'm recording this on the 25th of July. You should get this the same day. We just had the new moon oppose Pluto yesterday, and that was on your second house, 8th house axis, right? So there is a lot that will be coming up for you in terms of stability, finances, shared resources, shared responsibilities, your assets and stuff like that. So we're going to tap in a bit into that to see how it's affecting you. Uranus and Venus are in your 6th house, so there could be some pleasant surprises and changes that is coming in your day-to-day life if it hasn't already. Even with work, Venus does represent women or feminine energy, I should say. So your relationship with them should be a little bit better while Venus is in your sign. There could be a glow up to your physique or your health while Venus is in, not your sign, but like your 6th house, I mean, okay? I feel for you all, what is challenging at the moment is Saturn and Neptune retrograde in your 4th house, because you're wherever Saturn goes, there's restrictions, there's limitations, there's patience that is asked of you. There's the need to put boundaries where before you may have tiptoed around it. And with Neptune retrograde, well, that's basically rose-colored glasses off, right? So that could be around your home, your living environment, your family, that these things are changing. Now, dependent on your degree, if you're a latter decan Capricorn, there's this ongoing trine to Mars and the South Node in Virgo in your 9th house. Okay. Some of you could be shifting course, like literally shifting course of study if you're studying in a traditional setting. Your philosophy when it comes to life or your moral standing, your beliefs as well could be changing, evolving, being stripped away. Mars, South Node energy. Some of you could be traveling to a place that you've been before as well. I would say be careful when it comes to if you work in the corporate world with things with HR, because the 9th house could represent that. Some of you could be seeing someone that you once viewed as a mentor or a guide, and also in a different light too. Okay. All right, what do we have for Capricorns at this time? Is there article message? What do they need to know, Spirit? Ooh, commitment. Yeah, I got the commitment card. So basically this commitment, I feel like it kind of ties in with what I was just saying about the South Node and Mars in your 9th house of like changing philosophy and stuff like that. The commitment card says examine the commitments that you have taken upon yourself in life and take a look at whether that is what you still want to do, or also try to remind yourself that when it does come to commitment, that for some, that not as things get hard, that means you're supposed to back out. So there are some where it's like genuinely, okay, this commitment isn't worth you committed anymore to, and then there are some who may need to look at to see as if they have really stand the test of time for it. Okay. This is giving me Saturn in your 4th house energy, so it could be commitment that you made or vows that you made to take care of family, to take care of a house, stuff like that. Let me read it for you. The commitment card asks that you examine areas where you have entered into an obligation. And that goes back to what I originally said about the new moon Pluto opposition that happened in your 2nd house, 8th house axis, and you looking at shared commitments, shared resources that you have with others, or that you may have put with others in the past too. Okay, so commitment card asks that you examine areas where you have entered into an obligation. Are you ready to put in the work if needed? Are you willing to sacrifice something to ensure that you stay true to your word? If it is a goal you are committed to seeing through to completion, are you willing to offer your time and resources? Think about the commitments you have made. Do they raise your vibration just thinking about them? Or do you feel a heaviness associated with the situation? Of course, we all have our moments of feeling less than enthusiastic. The question you may need to consider is if those moments of angst and resentment outweigh the love and support your commitment bring to the situation. All right? See what else we got? If you ate anything with blueberries or bought blueberries or thinking about blueberries, this message is emphasized for you. What else do we have for Capricorns? Ooh, child. That second 8th house axis. One more for Capricorns, please. What do they need to know at this time? There is some codependent, unhealthy attachment weighed down. Did this say something like that just now? No, it says outweigh. Well, it does says, do they raise your vibration just thinking about them, or do you feel heaviness associated with it? So that's kind of like weighed down. All right, there is some stealing going on, some laundering, something that is illegal when it comes to money. We also have default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets, okay? That's the second 8th house axis. It's about finances. It's about instability when it comes to finances. Some of you could find out that, you know, someone is stealing from you. Maybe someone told you that to lend them money to invest in something, they're going to give you it back. When you look, you find out that what they were investing in is something illegal. Okay, then they're not going to be able to pay you back. All right, there's also an energy here of someone who wants to run away and escape something. So we will check about that. Let's get some tarot on this. Remember, we do still have the Celtic cross to do. That could bring in something, some other message, okay? Tell me more about this dirty money. I don't know. I feel like somebody, you or someone that you know, could have some of their stuff repossessed because of laundering. Yeah, it's about investments. That's what I said initially with this dirty money. It's like maybe someone asks you to borrow money to invest in something, or you choose to invest in something. You may find out that whatever you're invested in somehow it's like what, a Ponzi scheme, when they take from one person and, you know, do something with it. Someone saving their money, and, you know, I just feel like someone is taking advantage of someone else financially, and somehow you may be involved in that, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Tell me more on this dirty money and repo, please. Now we do have, yeah, Pentacles again, Queen of Pentacles. We do have Saturn and Neptune in your 4th house. So I'm just looking at this house, and I'm just looking at default on payments, financially incapable. So this may be a time where it's not really possible for you to keep up with a mortgage or to get a mortgage. Like it might not be a good idea. Tell me more. Again, Pentacles, all Pentacles. This is all about money here, okay? 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, Queen of Pentacles is normally smart, a wise investor, very resourceful, but I feel like someone here, right, we have the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Someone may have trusted another with this Ace of Cups, like trusted, like they gave from their heart here, right? They believe they were doing a good thing, but the person they were giving it to was doing selfish things with it. And we do have the Everything is Fine, which is the 10 of Swords, the betrayal card here. I want to get a little bit more deeper into this. And it sucks because it kind of feels right. 10 of Swords again. It kind of feels like it's like your savings, your earnings up from some type of project that you worked hard on, maybe that this money came from, but Tell me more about this dirty money and this repo. The Sun card. A Leo could be significant. A Leo sun sign. Wow. On the Tower. Man. Something's like... It's gonna hit you. I mean... Uranus is in what? 6th house? Which just has to do like challenges, right? Because Uranus is that shock factor for me. And 2 of Pentacles. So all Pentacles and 2 major arcana here. I feel right. And then we got the King of Pentacles. So King and Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in this deck for me represents someone who's very greedy. I feel like you're going to find out that someone that you trusted, especially with the Sun card here. Again, I also said that with Ace of Cups, like you gave from your heart. Someone that you trusted, that they were doing stuff with the money that you invested in them, that you trusted them with, that you were giving of your kindness with, that you lent them with kindly. You're not going to get it back. I'm sorry. This Tower card, I'm feeling like there is a shocking instability that's going to come to your finances somehow. Tell me about the Tower. And I haven't even reached the Celtic cross yet. Tell me more about the Tower. Oh, jeez. Hangman and the Stores. You're being placed in a very uncomfortable situation. You know, because Mercury is retrograde there as well in your 8th house. So it's like, you know, retrogrades are all about revision, going back over things. So you're going back over shared investments. This could be something that has to do with taxes. Maybe someone double filed the taxes that include you. Something. I'm just trying to think about different ways that this could play out. Maybe someone went and took your partner, your spouse, went and take out a double mortgage on the home. But I want to get one more on the 2 of Pentacles. I mean, you will find out. You're gonna find out the truth, but it's just right. 7 of Pentacles. This situation, right back to this first 7 of Pentacles, the investment. But in this deck specifically, this is saying you've given all that you could give to a situation. There's nothing else you can get out of it. So that's why I'm kind of feeling like you're not gonna be able to get back. And you know, at the bottom of the deck here was the 4 of Swords. We don't want after it, but the 4 of Swords is my let go and let guard card. So you might want to just really let go of the situation here. I don't feel like it might even for some of you, unfortunately, if there's a lot of illegal stuff that is involved with it, then that's where the repossession of assets comes in, right? Not gonna be able to get back certain things, okay? Especially if you're married with this person or had a business partnership with this person and you didn't know what they were doing. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about this runner. Like, that person could do these things and then go on the run and you're left having to answer for them. Justice, a Libra sun sign could be significant. The Knight of Cups. Oh, this is someone in love. Someone, and I guess that goes back to the commitment, right? I guess that goes back to the commitment. Yeah, Libra could be significant for some of you, or Taurus. I feel like one person sees the other as, you know, the one they want to give their heart to, but the other one doesn't. So this could be you, this could be another. This could be the person that you're dealing with romantic. It could be either of you, but right, Judgment. I feel like someone may even give an ultimatum, to be honest. It's not going to end well because we have the 3 of Pentacles with the 10 of Swords here. Because one person is avoidant. Give me one more in Judgment and the Star card. Right, 10 of Wands. And that goes back to this that was at the bottom of the deck, the codependency, the unhealthy attachment. I don't feel that there's true commitment here. All right. Let's move on to your Celtic cross because I've been in this for a while. I'm trying not to keep these readings too long. Remember, you can book with me. That information is in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's the best way to support the channel. All right, Celtic cross for Capricorn, please. Heart of the matter is the Chariot. That's your sister sign energy. Cancer. 9 of Wands is what is crossing you. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles as the root cause. Recent past, the Emperor. Well, the Emperor is normally the one who drives the Chariot. Hope, wishes, dreams, and fears. We have the 9 of Cups. What's coming towards you is a 9 of 999. You're up leveling, okay? That's what I see 999 as, up leveling. And whatever you're up leveling here, it's gonna bring in some abundance. I want you to look up the spiritual meaning of blueberries and tomatoes, even carrots. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? How does Capricorn see themselves as the Temperance card? Others see you as the 3 of Wands. Other people know good things are coming into you. Advice from Spirit, the Hierophant. So that's that Taurus energy. And the outcome is 3 cards, High Priestess. Hierophant and High Priestess. Justice, damn. And 7 of Swords. Don't necessarily like this combination here as the outcome. Hidden energy, the Moon card, the 8 of Swords, and the Death card. Okay. Capricorns. There's something that you need to face that you're not facing. The Death card very much has to do with, you know, that ego that facing the shadow side. Even the Moon card has to do with, you know, facing the shadow side. Like there's something that is obviously there, but you're not choosing to face. And with the 8 of Swords then in the middle here, and that's you choosing to suppress whatever it is. You create this mental person. You choose to wear this mask. You choose to act like something doesn't bother you when it does bother you, okay? Now, what we have here is the heart of the reading. We have the Chariot card here, which is all about forward movement. It is about success. It's about taking a balanced approach to what it is that you want to accomplish, okay? But we do have the 9 of Wands as what is crossing you. So it's like, yes, you know what you want to achieve. You know the steps that it will take to get this success. However, again, with the struggle here with the 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands is the card of persistence. You continue to go at something, but you're one straw away from the straw that breaks the camel's back. You're one straw away from everything come tumbling down because you keep choosing to persist and not face something that is obviously bothering you, okay? Now, the root cause of this is you're focused on your coins. You're focusing on some type of opportunity. You know, you want to up level. And that's what I was saying with the 3 nines. There's like an up leveling energy that is coming in for you all. Okay, I do see that. Some of you may have a masculine figure, an authority figure, a father figure that perhaps you had a conversation with. Let's start to get some clarifiers out. Tell me more about the Emperor. What's the significance of the Emperor in the recent past? Maybe some of you recently got a promotion. The Sun card as the happiest card in the deck. So it was something to celebrate. But again, with that masculine energy, right? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Something work related here. Some type of good news with work. Some type of positive change with work in the recent past. Okay, and that's why it's the root cards here. The Ace of Pentacles. What you hope for with the Nine of Cups is to just get what you want. Okay, and getting what you want without having to compromise too much on it. Your fear is having to compromise too much on it. But what is coming in is the Nine of Pentacles. That's financial stability. That's abundance, right? But let's clarify and see what else we could find out about what is coming in here. Because the Nine of Pentacles to me, though it's an abundant card, it's also a card where, because you're too focused on the materials and you know, the material world, finances and stuff like that, there are other things that you're missing from your life. And that's normally what this Ace of Pentacles is. Three of Wands again. So it's coming, but it feels delayed. Seven of Swords again. There's some type of catch that could be attached to it. The Empress. We have the Empress and the Emperor, the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Ooh. With the Queen of Wands, there's some envy here, and there goes that Ten of Wands, which I said with the Nine of Wands, like you're one straw away from the straw that breaks the camel's back, which is the Ten of Wands. 9 plus 1 gives the Ten of Wands, right? Someone could have plans for this abundance that you have coming in, dear Capricorn. Because remember, how someone sees you, or how others see with the Three of Wands, they know your ships is coming in. So there it is. It is coming in, right? But with the Empress and the Seven of Swords here, this is the Queen of Wands cosplaying as the Empress. Give me more on this Empress intentions. Yeah, Chariot. I want to take off with what is yours. You want more in the Empress intentions? We saw this Star card earlier, did we not? When we were looking at the Runner, the escaping. Knight of Swords, which is like Runner energy too. I'm hearing destiny swapping with a Star and the Chariot. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Right, Three of Swords. I knew it. I know that there had to be some type of level of dishonesty that was involved here. Okay, but again, you have this Eight of Swords smack down in the middle between the Death and the Moon card. Remember I said this was some type of avoidance of something that you know you have to face. At the bottom of this deck, after I pulled the Three of Swords, is the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. You're avoiding this truth. The Moon represents the truth, okay? And here the Moon is pulling this person up by their head, which I feel like represents the subconscious mind. And then you have these pointy swords here, which represents the truth. It's like they're pulling you out to the truth of someone that you have to see. Let's move on to Temperance. I feel with Temperance card, this also goes back to your commitment card, because there's one foot in the water and there's one foot on the land. Okay, so it's like you're trying to balance the situations. Okay, tell me more about Temperance, is how Capricorn sees themselves. Investment. Child. Three of Wands is how others see Capricorn, please. Five of Swords. Sorry, not Five of Swords, Five of Cups. I feel, before I turn this card over, I feel with this Five of Cups, in this deck for me, this Five of Cups represents like that manipulative voice in the back of your head that was programming to you as a child to have you to stay on a path to please others. I feel like this is what this is. But let's see. Temperance again, which was how you saw yourself. And I feel like that's how others see you. They're gonna continue to remind you of the commitments that you agreed to be a part of. Look at the bottom of this deck. 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Remember I said for some of you that could have to do with family, right? And you're collecting your pentacles, but there goes this past energy that just it goes with you to the future, no matter how far away you try to get away from it. Okay, so let's see the advice from Spirit with the Hierophant. Hierophant has to do with like traditions and customs. 2 of Wands, yeah. 4 of Pentacles again. I feel, let me pick up some of these. I feel with this 2 of Wands, you're being placed in an impossible situation. And the Hierophant in this card, I don't know if I could find it, but the Hierophant in this card has a puppet in their pocket. And I feel like someone is puppeteering you, Capricorn. And making you feel like no matter what path you choose, it leads to the same outcome. Tell me more about the 2 of Wands with the Hierophant. The Wheel of Puppeteering. In this deck, the Wheel of Fortune is this person directing what this fortune would be. You see how scared this person looks? And again, the 4 of Pentacles to the bottom of this deck. Does feel related to money. One more, please. Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant. 2 of Cups, and we have the 5 of Pentacles again. Again, something that you're refusing to face, something that you're hiding from, but this eye is right there, you know, looking at you. High Priestess, which is in the outcome, with Justice, which is in the outcome. And I do see the 4 of Wands, so it does have to do with home life, right? This is like a fairness or an imbalance. Let me use that, not a fairness, but an imbalance that is so obvious, but yet you still refuse to see it. So on your outcome, you have the High Priestess, Justice, and the 7 of Swords. Ugh. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Tell me more. Yeah, Justice. High Priestess again with Justice card. Something is not fair. I think that's going to be your title. 2 cards and the 7 of Swords. What is being exposed here? The 2 of Swords. The blockages that someone puts up. The obvious fights that you're experiencing internally about what to do. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. You see how many pentacles this person has behind, and this person is getting one. It's like a breadcrumb energy. Okay. There's a breadcrumb energy in terms of what is imbalanced about what is who's receiving what. Give me one more on the High Priestess since it's here twice. Deck card again, which we had the deck card here, right? And then there's this 3 of Cups. So there's someone that is not trustworthy. Between these 3 people, only one is wearing a mask. Okay. Again with the Tower. This Ace of Pentacles, that's why it's the root cause, because there will be an opportunity that comes in, a money situation that exposes the truth about someone. Okay. Something's not fair, Capricorn. Okay. Until next time, be blessed.